everyone. This is the Halloween Master, and today we're going to be taking a look at what's new for Lemax Spooky Town for 2020. Now, in case you guys don't know what Lemax is a company that makes these miniature buildings for like holidays and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. I would suggest checking it out. But without further delay, let's take a look at the new goodies Lemax has in store for us for 2020. Okay, so up first is the Dead Zone construction site. Okay, now this one's pretty much like a bunch of zombie construction workers working on like a haunted house, I'm assuming. And, you know, I really like how a lot of them are doing like silly things, like one's dangling from the crane, one of them's getting electrocuted. And, you know, I like the crane, I like the snake garbage chute thing, whatever that is, I don't know. And I really like this whole structure and stuff. And, you know, they're like making like silly sounds and having conversations, and, you know, I've noticed a lot of Lemax props, they usually say the name of the product, which seems a little weird. I think it would be better if they just have the ambiance with it. But still, Dead Zone construction site looks pretty cool. Okay, next up we have the Pit and the Pendulum. Now, we usually get like an amusement park ride and like every year. Like, you know, the one time it was the ghost around, and then it was the spinning pumpkin teacups. But this year it is the Pit and the Pendulum, which is kind of like one of those like rocking boat things, you know? But instead of a boat, it is a saw. And this is definitely a cool idea, and, you know, I can see the body that's getting cut up, and, you know, that guy's seen better days. And, you know, you can see like the monsters having fun on there. You know, I think the Pit and the Pendulum looks pretty cool. Okay, next up we have the Ghoulish Gourd Pub and Grill. Okay, now I really like this one. It reminds me a lot of the Mad Pumpkin Patch, like with the pumpkin on the top. You know, I really like the groovy music to it. I really like the two pumpkins on the top of the building. You know, the pumpkin on the right is like drinking out of a barrel, and I really like how his top lifts up, like making his eyes bigger. And I really like the one on the left. The left one, like, you know, like with the switching head, like the switching eyes. That's a really cool idea. I really like that. And I guess the Ghoulish Gourd is like a bar or something, because, you know, like there's a lot of noise going on. And this structure also tells us what the name is of the building. And I think it just would have been better if Lemax just stuck with the ambiance instead of just telling us the name of the building. But overall, I really like the Ghoulish Gourd. Okay, next up we're moving on to more of the quiet props, the ones that don't move or make any noise. This is the Grimsbury Haunted House. There's not really much to say about this one. It's pretty much just like a haunted house with some pumpkins and some cats. And that's about it. Okay, for this one I couldn't find a video of, so I just had to do a picture. This is Death's Door Cemetery Gates. And it kind of looks like some kind of a shop or something, because I can see like a skeleton in there working on something. And the building itself looks very medieval-like. I really like that. Okay, this one's kind of an interesting one. This is the Creature Custom Hot Rod Shop. And it reminds me a lot of the Reaper's Motorcycle Shop, if you guys know which one I'm talking about. And, you know, it's pretty much just like another one of those like car shops. And I also kind of like the monster that's driving the car on top of the roof. And yeah, it's a very interesting design. Okay, next is the Black Cat Halloween Decor. This one I'm not too crazy about because it's kind of more just like the cute Halloween prop things. And if you guys like this one, by all means pick it up, but it's not really one I'm really interested in. Next is the Dragon's Lair Potions and Spells. I really like this one, and it also reminds me a lot of the Harry Potter section down at Universal Studios, like with the dragon on top and the potions inside the building. I really like it. Okay, next up is Terrible Twisted. Now, this one's basically just like a witch in a cottage, I guess. And I'm not really crazy about the whole witch thing, but I really do like the green ghosts all over the front of the building. I really like that. Next up, we have Frightmore Farm. This is basically just like a barn or a farmhouse. There's not really much to say about it. It's just a house, just like a farmhouse. And I really like the owl and the scarecrow. I think that looks pretty cool. Next up, we have Spider's Cider House. Now, I really like this one, and it's really different. Instead of like pumpkins and stuff, we get an apple cider house. And it's definitely something we've never seen before, and I really like it. And I also like the big spider on the building and the apple with the face on it. It's just so unique and different, and I like it. Next up, we have Wanda's Wicked Home. Again, I'm not really crazy about the whole witch thing. I don't know. I mean, if you guys like it, then go ahead and pick it up. Okay, now we're moving on to the smaller pieces. This is the Pumpkin Festival. It's pretty much just like a carriage with a skeleton and a lot of pumpkins around it. Not really much to say about it. And then this is the Spooky Springs Water Tower. I think that would kind of look pretty good next to the Spider Cider House. And we also get a spooky windmill. Not really much to say about it. It would definitely look really good next to a farmhouse or a barn or something. And we also get the Witch's Brew coffee. Again, I'm just not really into the witches. Okay, now we're moving on to just the figurines. This is the zombie mechanic. It would definitely look good next to the Dead Zone construction site. And we also get graveyard party goers. It's kind of like a zombie prom, I guess. And we also get some more witches. This is called Teamwork, and we have 3 witches working on a brew or some potions, I guess. Next, we have Spectral Couple. This one looks really cool. I really like these two. They definitely remind me of the Haunted Mansion type ghosts. That just looks cool. And we also have Jolly Jack. I really like the skin on the zombies, and I also like the pumpkin head as well. That looks pretty cool. And we also get another humorous one. This one's called Finding Buddy Boney Goodman. And we also get some lighted lantern bone posts, just some street lights. Looks really cool. And we also get the Haunted Topiary. I really like that. That's a really cool idea. And we also get some candy cruisers if you're into the trick-or-treater thing. And witch shopping, another witch with a dog. And nursery stroll. I guess you could put that in the trick-or-treating spot, but I'm not really sure. And we also get the Phantom Coach. I really like this one. I think this one looks really cool. It's definitely one of my favorite figures. And Witches Night Out. We're getting a lot of witches this year. I don't know if you guys noticed that yet. And we also get Esmeralda's Balloon Rides. Usually every year Lemax always has like a balloon ride display. And I remember the one year it was the balloon was a skull. That looked really cool. And we also get a bat fence gate for your cemetery display. And we also get another witch. This one's called Shopping for Halloween. And this is the Pumpkin Monster. This one looks really cool. I really like this one. And this is the Chilling Band of 2. These two would definitely look good next to the Finding Buddy Boney Goodman with the tombstone and stuff. Speaking of tombstones, we actually get one called Crazy Headstones. And, I like this one a lot. Especially the one with the clown, he died laughing, very humorous. And this is Frank and Stein. That's pretty clever though, that's a funny idea, I like that. And another one of my favorites, the Keymaster, the Grim Reaper with the keys, looks really cool. And this is the Scary Toy Maker. But what's interesting about this is that it doesn't look like he's holding toys. It looks more like a killer plants, which is kind of weird, but okay, I still like it. And we also get some scary road signs. And the terrified trick-or-treaters, if you're into the trick-or-treater thing. And I really like this one, the terrible toys. I definitely would look good with the creepy toy maker. And we also get a Spooky Town sign. There's not really much to say about it. It's pretty much just a sign that's welcoming you to Spooky Town. And last but not least, we get the Executioner, which would look perfect next to the Pit and the Pendulum. And that is all the new goodies Lemax has for us for 2020. I hope we get to see it in the Michaels stores if Michaels is open for 2020 because of the coronavirus. And definitely stay home and stay protected and protect your loved ones and your family from the coronavirus. And if any of you guys are going outside, then definitely wear a mask. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And let me know down in the comments below which is your favorite Spooky Town piece for 2020. For me, I don't even know. It's either the Pit and the Pendulum or the Ghoulish Gourd. One of those two, I can't decide. But thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you all in the next video.